Hi everyone, welcome to Total War Therapy, and in this video we will it's the second part of what I just said in the previous video. So we are generating legendary lords with AI, with artificial intelligence, making descriptions that are not that accurate because we want AI to create some generic version of this character. Instead, if we put the exact description of this character, AI will just take the description of the Warhammer legendary lords and we will get quite the same. So we just made some generic description and see what happened. We will start with a Neville Dwarf with a red heavy armor, a red helmet. He wields an axe and a torch with fire. He rides a winged armored bull. Photorealistic. What we are talking about, you know who we are talking about. We are talking about Drazogat. Drazogat. Yeah, I mean, you get. The Ashen, a Chaos Dwarf, a notorious Chaos Dwarf that rides Cinder Breath. And the result is very, very funny. Very, very funny. Yeah, for me, it's definitely funny. How AI could... I mentioned winged bull, not winged dwarf, but okay. I mean, this is what AI understood. It's okay. But how can you expect a dwarf to be the exact same size of a bull? A dwarf and a bull, the same size. Wow. And all the photos are like that. So it just AI missed something. Okay, like the nature of things. Okay, but except that, he's kinda Drazorat. I mean, it's him basically. There is the torch with fire, the axe, the armored bull. That's in this. I mean, in some cases there are some kind of wings, and it's more like a white dwarf and less chaos black dwarf. But I can like it. I mean, it's a good model. Probably in this case, Drazorat is better and more frightening. So I prefer the the Warhammer Creative Assembly model, but that's still something. It's still a little scary. Let's move further. Rich Big Ogre with pink skin. He has a chicken thigh on one hand and a war club full of gems on the other hand. He wears a royal clothes and he sits down on a chart full of treasures. Photorealistic. In this case, I have to mention to you that it was funny because my request of making this description, a photo, a picture, got blocked 2 times for inappropriate content. And I didn't get why. At the beginning I say royal vest, not clothes, and probably was one of the things because vest, it can be misunderstood. And instead of sits down on a chart, I said lay down on a chart. And I don't know, probably the AI got something wrong and say, it's a sensitive content, we cannot generate. And say, okay, let's change a little, and the result was this. Yeah, probably I was not supposed to say pink skin, but I just didn't want to know because Ogre normally are supposed to be green, like Shrek and so on, so I say pink. And that's the result. That it's funny. I mean, it's funny, I can like it. And yes, I mean, it's quite depth. I mean, he's fat, is rich, big foot, and full of gems of treasures. So I don't get a chart and the throne how can be connected, but I'm quite satisfied. I still prefer Greases in this case. Okay, the next one is lizard humanoid with the spiked skin and a long tail. He wears a light armor, he wields a golden spear, he has a robotic claw in the place of one hand. Photorealistic. We are talking about Krokgar, and the result is... I like it, it's more realistic. Some of the things I don't like too much about Warhammer is that his models are quite cartoony. Okay, they are still cartoony. They can be scaring, but yeah, like a cartoon. In this case, we have an actual very, very realistic lizard man, and I like it. I mean, I very like it. I mean, if we have a more realistic version of Warhammer, or at least, as I say, less cartoony, I think Rockgar will actually be like that, and I love it. I mean, this is quite scary if you think on the battlefield. There is no robotic claw, unfortunately. I don't know why. I mean, just didn't process this information, but well, I like it. Yes, scaring is realistic. It's very lizard, probably more than, yeah. Krogar is more dinosaur than lizard. Yeah, satisfied. The next one of my favorite characters in the game, a fat rat humanoid with armor. He has 3 arms. One arm with a whip, one arm with a blade, one arm with pincers. He wears a green hood. He is unclean, photorealistic. And I'd like to say that CI now, AI didn't process any information about the arms. I mean, he just didn't listen to me about arms in general. I don't know why, but okay. And the result was this. This is terrible. This is insane. I mean, how can you think something like... I don't know what I was supposed to add to make the artificial intelligence to understand that it's not something like that. I mean, I didn't mean that. I mean, it's the description actually, but why the belly is pink and the face is gray? I mean, there are these things about congruency that AI still didn't get. And I mean, what is that? It's sweet. It's cute, but disgusting. That, I mean, probably is what a rat Skaven in general should be, but oh, I don't know. I just feel uncomfortable, so I will move on. Queen of Ice. She wields a magic ice staff and a ice blade sword. She wears a purple pelt of a Nord style. She has a tall ice crown. She's a spellcaster of ice magic, and she can throw ice splinters. She rides a white bear. We're talking about the Ice Queen, Tsarina Katarina, and the result, just to go straight, is that. In this case, I didn't put photorealistic. That's why, I mean, it's more cartoony compared to the other character, and yeah, it's like she went out of a manga, and I really think that in this case I had to write some kind of war things, because this is more like yeah, like an anime, a manga about, I don't know, magic and fantasy and love, not about war. And yeah, she's less a soldier and more just a diva. And I like it. Yeah, as I say, I didn't want it to be cute. The bears are quite cute, and she's not riding any bears actually. But yeah, the model is like that. I just would prefer a little older face. Probably she's too young in this. And yeah, too like Wings Club. I mean, I wanted something more soldier. But yeah, even in this case, I think almost all these cases, this video, the other they were characters that were actually cooler than Creative Assembly Warhammer models. But in this video, everyone, I mean, it just better, except Krogar. Probably all the models here are worse than the Warhammer's one. And yeah, but I mean, yeah, still something. Thank you for joining me even with for these videos. Tell me if you enjoy this kind of content, if you want more videos like that. I'm hoping to do more. I like this kind of format. And yeah, see you very soon.